Are you building something or assembling some flat pack furniture and your screws are not pulling the parts together like they should? Like that. Or that. Well, thankfully there's an easy solution and it doesn't involve getting a bigger screw. In this case, I'm just using a piece of scrap and I'll shave off a corner. I can then just shove this in. Now I don't want to change the size of this hole. I really want to just change the size of the hole in the adjoining piece. So I'm just going to shove the other little part in there. Shoving the scrap in the hole makes the hole smaller, allows the thread on the screw to really grip onto something and then pull the pieces together. So now we have a solid joint. And the same thing works for plywood. And if you don't have a spare scrap of wood to use, you can always use popsicle sticks or toothpicks. They both work really well. And if the thread is not on the screw is not grabbing and pulling the parts together, just shove another one in and just keep doing that till it starts grabbing it and pulling the parts together. It is worth noting if you're using MDF or particle board, they have a tendency to split, and you got to be a little bit careful when you're doing that. So I would be judicious and probably use a little bit of wood glue and some toothpicks and shove those in and start small. Now in this example, in these two butt joints, I just used a drill bit that was too large so that the screw would basically strip out the little bit of wood that was left in the hole. This is a 3/16 inch drill bit, and these are number 9 screws. So this drill bit is too big for these screws. Now the easy way to tell is to hold up the drill bit to the screw with the screw behind the drill bit. And what you're looking for is to make sure that you can see the threads on the screw. You don't want to see the screw body, but you want to see the threads. So really, I use 3/16, but to make this work, an 1/8 inch drill bit would probably be fine for the number 9 screw. But what you want to see is just the thread on the screw, not the screw body. So if you can see that, and usually it's a lot easier if you can hold it up to the light and check it. It's very easy when you hold it up to the light to see it. If you just see the screw threads and the drill bit is basically the size of the screw body, that's what you want. So that means the threads will grip into the wood and pull the two parts together. So if I use the 1/8 inch drill bit, that works fine. Again, it's pulling those two together really well. So you can generally avoid this situation to begin with if you're pre-drilling and you use the appropriate size drill bit. Just to demo the toothpicks and the popsicle stick. Stripped again. So ideally, if they're not joined already, you can just shove the pieces in. Now if they're joined already, you can still shove them in a little bit past the front piece by taking a drill bit or something else and just shoving the toothpicks in a little bit deeper. Back in business. So this is the 3/16 inch drill bit. Should be too big for this number 9 screw. No grip. Take a popsicle stick. This doesn't have to be exact, but you just want to make sure you're getting coverage on the threads at the top part of the screw. We'll just use the drill bit to shove them in. And we got a good hold. So for number 9, the 1/8 inch drill bit worked well. 3/16 too big. And either toothpicks or popsicle sticks or a scrap piece of wood that you shave off a corner of works really well to help pull those together. I didn't use wood glue, but I would consider using wood glue on particle board or MDF. But for dimensional lumber or plywood, I generally just go with getting some additional pieces of wood in there. If there's something going on, if it's stripped out because you had a void in some ply, or there's just a knot or something that you're dealing with in dimensional lumber, this seems to work pretty well. Well, thanks for checking out my video. I hope you found something useful. I hope you consider subscribing to my channel, liking the video, maybe sharing it, and you're going to want to stay tuned for my next video where I take on my closet. See you then.